Welcome back to the film guy Zack Snyder, his #1 fan. Now, I cannot stress the importance of Zack Snyder's DC universe. Man of Steel 2013, Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Edition 2016, and Zack Snyder's Justice League, released in 2021, supposed to be released in 2017. Zack Snyder's Justice League is a 2017 film. Remember that. It's so epic. Zack is so ahead of his time. His films hold up. Just like Batman vs. Superman. Just like Man of Steel. This 9 hours of epic DC universe, Zack Snyder damn near brought the entire, at least 1/3 of the DC universe to life in these 3 films. Man of Steel, I think 10 out of 10, classic. It's the perfect Superman origin. Everything organic, just everything about this film organic. I can't believe I watched a review one time and someone said that the 20-minute Krypton scene, I actually seen 2 different people who said that the 20-minute Krypton scene on Man of Steel, that opening, shouldn't have been there. And I'm like, what the freak? That it doesn't even make sense. You mean to tell me we shouldn't see Superman's planet? We shouldn't see Superman's journey to Earth on top of setting up Superman's original father and Zod and Feora and the other Kryptonians? Like, people just say shit and just don't make no sense. 10 out of 10 classic is Man of Steel. Henry Cavill is Superman. Batman versus Superman, even the theatrical version, I don't care what no one says, 10 out of 10. Even the theatrical version of Batman vs. Superman, I fell in love with. And the Ultimate Edition just made it complete, 10 times better. You know, people can talk, people can say all the shit they want. This is an epic, classic film. The film that put the Trinity on screen together, live action for the first time ever. And you can't take that away. Epic Trinity, epic castings from Zack Snyder. Zack casted this entire universe, this entire early part of the DCEU. Besides David Ayer cut Suicide Squad, he casted the entire rest of the early part of the DCEU, including Aquaman 2018. Y'all know. Greatest comic book film of all time. Right next to Zack Snyder's Justice League. Right next to Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm sorry, it's a tie. It is what it is, you know. Zack Snyder's style, first of all, for another thing, all 3 of these films are written by 3 people. I want everyone to understand 3 epic writers. David Goyer, the writer of Batman Begins, the writer of Blade, epic known writer in Hollywood, wrote this classic film, David Goyer. Batman vs. Superman is co-written David Goyer and Chris Terrio. Coming from Man of Steel to Batman vs. Superman, and turns out got 2 writers, Chris Terrio and David Goyer. Co-wrote this epic philosophized, epic intellectual film. Both of those geniuses wrote this epic classic, and I love it. Then Chris Terrio, Will Bill, Zack Snyder wrote this. Chris Terrio, screenplay, Will Bill. But from Chris Terrio, David Goyer fully wrote Man of Steel. Chris Terrio fully wrote Zack Snyder's Justice League. And they both co-wrote the middle movie, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. This is the greatest saga in cinema. but they could be sequels. Zack is so ahead of his time. 3 different films, sci-fi, action, fantasy, comic book film, psychological, grounded, deconstructed superheroes who must rise. And this is a fantasy, epic, just world-trotting, epic ensemble Justice League film. 3 different films, the same director, 2 different cinematographers, Larry Fong, and Fabian Wagner. 2 different directors, 2 different writers, 1 director's epic vision, 3 different, I can't even stop saying it, 3 different films, same director, 3 different tones. But because people hated on Man of Steel for absolutely no reason, they hated on Man of Steel for absolutely no reason, and then we get deconstructing heroes in Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. People wanted to hate on it, all this dumb shit. They gave this film the shitty executives at Warner Bros. In 2017. Jeff Johns, shitty. They didn't give Zack Snyders' Dark Justice League a chance. So they kicked Zack Snyder out. They said they told Zack Snyder was in post-production of Zack Snyder's Justice League 8 months. I remember because I was there. I like, come on. Zack was in post-production for his film, Zack Snyder's Justice League 2017, for 8 months before he left. 8 months before his daughter passed and he left, and they absolutely destroyed this epic film with the shitty cut they put out in 2017. And I just don't get why people are upset and mad or angry that we're wanting the Snyderverse. It's just obvious. 3 different films, same director, 3 different styles. Like, Zack is so ahead of his time in every type of way. It ain't like Zack. Zack is not James Gunn with same style anywhere you go. Man of Steel, grounded, deconstructed Batman versus Superman, an epic action, so much character development, so much action, so much teasers to the future, so many powers used by all the heroes, so many, mind you, so many journeys, including Wonder Woman 2017 and David Ayer cut Suicide Squad, because Zack added that scene in the post-apocalypse scene. Jared Leto's Joker is now a part of the Snyderverse. Been a part of the Snyderverse. Release David Ayer cut. Release David Ayer's Ayer cut, please. But yeah, Zack is just the best, man. Look at this epicness. Everybody loves Zack Snyder. Millions of fans, every actor who's ever worked with Zack Snyder loves him. Fans, real true DC fans who no longer have Zack Snyder around are still begging for more of his DC films. I just don't get what is there not to get. We don't care about James Gunn's DCU. We only care about Zack Snyder and his DC vision. It was profitable. It was a global phenomenon admitted by Warner Bros. Themselves. Like, how much do we have to get into? Like, epicness. Restore the Snyderverse. We not stopping.